Hello friends, and welcome back to the horror section. This is going to be a VHS video, just showing off a few of my VHSs that I have laying around. So here we go. First, I got The Killing Hour, which is in a very bad box, but I assure you the VHS is in really good shape. I actually remember watching this and I thought it was pretty cool, but like I said, the boxes. And a lot of these I purchased at yard sales and flea markets, and sometimes they don't come in that great of shape, but something like this with a name like that I couldn't pass up. And it's from CBS Fox Video. That's kind of odd that they are put together like that. And this one's pretty interesting. It's like this lady paints these pictures of these brutal murders, and then they start actually happening because she's kind of like a psychic. And she can kind of like see what's going on in the future. So she draws those pictures and they, like I said, they actually happen. It's kind of a cool. And then they're trying to figure out who this killer is going around killing all these people and stuff. And of course the psychic can see, what's going on. But I can't remember it's been so long since I've seen it. See, I don't know if they can actually, if she can see the face of the person, or she pretty much just sees the murder and not see the murderer. Because I think there's a little bit of a mystery to it. I can't really remember. But I remember it's got good suspense in it. But I don't know if it's like a perfect mystery, like you don't know who it is till the very end. I can't remember that. But I remember it was pretty interesting and pretty cool. So that's The Killing Hour. Like I said, this one wasn't too bad. But like I said, it's been so long since I've watched these movies, some of these movies, that I just can't remember exactly some of these VHSs I have. But that's The Killing Hour. Next, I have one called Another Heaven from the producers of the original Ring. And this one has been a long time since I've seen this one. This is actually a Fangora, so that's kind of cool. Fangora Presents. And I believe I bought, after I looked at it, I think I got this at Hastings. I can't remember, but I believe that's like a Hastings sticker up here. So you can imagine how old this is. This is back when Hastings had VHSs, which Hastings is not around anymore. But, Hastings kind of went out around here about maybe 2 to 3 years ago. They just closed up and all that. But that's where I used to get a lot of my movies from. They were kind of like a bookstore, sold comic books and sold movies and stuff. And they had been around for a pretty good while because they were selling VHSs. This is probably one of their ones that they rented out and, they just sold to the public after it wouldn't rent very long or something. So, Another Heaven. And like I said, I don't remember that much about this one. But I just thought the cover art was pretty cool. And I'd say usually it's an MTI, and a lot of those are usually lower budgets. Back then, you could always see this, or you'd look for certain people putting the movies out, and you could tell if it's going to be a good one or a bad one. And usually MTI, they were middle of the road. Sometimes their films would be pretty good, and then sometimes they wouldn't be that good at all. So I don't remember that much about this one. I remember I watched it, but like I said, it just didn't. I probably wasn't as good, because I would have remembered it if it was real good, I think. But you never know. But that's Another Heaven. Pretty cool cover, though. And here's another one of those badly beaten up boxes, but I couldn't not get Blood Hook on VHS. I've had this one for a pretty good while. Like I said, I've got this one on Blu-ray now from Vinegar Syndrome, but I've still got the old VHS of Blood Hook. And this is just a cheesy, fun kind of fishing slasher comedy movie. I don't really know how to explain because there's like big old hooks in there and it gets people, fishing lures and stuff that are huge. I don't know. It's a crazy, crazy movie. But it's kind of like, I guess, Friday the 13th, is on Friday the 13th and Halloween. This one's on, I guess, the fishing day of the year. I don't know. It's at a big fishing tournament. My Bloody Valentine's has one thing. This one's got a fishing tournament. So, Blood Hook. Kind of a cool cover there, though. Got that huge lure and the hook and all that. So, I remember this one is a lot of fun. So, like I said, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Don't don't be expecting like the greatest movie ever. Just expect like a bunch of comedy and kind of funny laughs and stuff. Just cheesy, good fun. But Blood Hook's pretty fun. Here's Evil Spirits. And this one's got, as you can see, Karen Black and Michael Berryman. And that kind of looks like him right there in the keyhole. You're right outside your door. They're right outside your door. I'm sorry about that. They're right outside your door. And I'll have to read this one because I've watched this one and it's been so long. But Satan also has a sister. Karen Black is just trying to pay the rent, murdering boarders, cashing their checks, doing everything her dead husband tells her to. She gets more creative each time she kills. It's a bloody mess, but it pays the bills. And their little Run DMC there, I guess. But this is from 1991. Ooh, it's in color. Wow. I didn't expect that. But Evil Spirit. I remember this one's pretty good fun, but it's not like the best movie in the world, but it's pretty entertaining. Kind of cool. And see, that's why I like a lot of these VHSs. You find stuff like this that you wouldn't find. I don't even know if this has a DVD or a Blu-ray. I doubt it would. It may have, because they put some odd stuff on DVD. But I'm saying this is what you can find on VHS. It's kind of weird stuff like this. But I remember this thing was it's pretty funny, kind of silly and fun, kind of entertaining. And this one's from Prism, so it's a pretty cool little movie, Evil Spirits. And last but not least, I have The Fly 2 on VHS, Like Father, Like Son. So that's pretty cool. And this, of course, is the, this is actually a CBS Fox video, so I'm racking up on them. And this is actually the newer ones. This isn't the one with Vincent Price, you know, these are like the newer ones. And trying to see who's all on this one. Eric Stoltz is in, that's him right there, I think. And it's got a Daphne Zavant. I can't ever think of her name. Right there she is. She does a real good job in a lot of movies. But I remember this one was pretty good fun. A new generation of terror. Like I said, these are always blockbuster franchise. Fly 2. So I must have got this in from a Blockbuster, or somebody did. So I don't know. Fly 2. But I love that cover. That's just a cool looking little cover there. The little chamber where they get in there and change them or whatever. Pretty neat. So I guess that's all for my VHS. I just figured I'd show you a couple of these cool VHSs. And sorry about them not being that great of shape. Like I said, sometimes when you go to the flea market or go to your like yard sale, they're not in that great of shape. But I couldn't pass up some of these titles. Usually I would check to see if the VHS, see if the tape was actually in real good shape. And if the box wasn't that bad, I mean, you're only giving a quarter sometimes, or 50 cents. So I can throw away a quarter just to make sure the tape's good. Especially like you might not be able to find some of those on DVD and maybe Blu-ray, but you can get them on VHS and watch them. So it's kind of cool. So until next video, I'll see y'all guys. Have a good one.